Hello guys, today we're debunking the Big Bang and stuff. So, in today's video, we're going to basically pit the Big Bang versus Christian's idea of what happened, of how the universe was created. So I've got my animator all booted up and stuff for like examples and stuff. Also, this should be full screen. Oh, well that doesn't work, no, does it? Anyway, so basically, from what I've heard, the Big Bang Theory is basically this. The whole universe exists inside of basically a cube, or not a cube, but I'm using cubes because my animator, but it exists inside of like just this thing, this sphere or something, like the size of an atom, and two particles inside of it do this. They hit each other and cause a big explosion. I don't think the explosion's supposed to be that slow, and I think I zoomed out way too much. But yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, that's what they think. And there are several problems with this. If you like, well, I guess I can't really make it grow infinitely, but essentially, they basically believe that this basically expanded forever, and everything, or the Big Bang Theory states that everything like was created from like the matter inside of this, and you know that's the theory most of the world seems to accept now. But there are quite a few problems with this versus the creation theory. I mean, it's not really a theory, it's a fact, but I had to prove that for anyone to actually accept that. So, I'm proving it. So, one of the first problems I'm gonna draw here with the theory that firstly, like, let's see, there are several problems. There's one in particular I wanted to talk about. Okay, how on earth did, like, the matter inside of this, like, atom-sized cube come to, like, create, like, I don't know, a planet or something, and all the stars and all that? How? That doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, I guess that, like, according to the theory, there was, like, a ridiculous amount of weight or mass, or, you know, a bunch of stuff in there. But that still doesn't make too much sense to me. But that's not my real problem. The real problem here is explosions don't create anything. They never create anything. So how can basically a giant explosion create the whole universe? Basically, the idea springs from this thing called chaos theory. And basically, it states, oh, well, sometimes maybe something different happens. But what happens when you blow something up? Every time, the only thing it creates is a crater, at least in Minecraft. But it doesn't create anything. It just destroys. And an explosion can't create anything, and like maybe transferring like matter to heat and creating light and stuff and smoke. Well, it doesn't create those things. More like it changes the energy and stuff. But what is there to take? And also, it's not how it works. Explosions can't create things. That doesn't make sense. And then there's another problem. Okay. How on earth is there even supposed to be something? Like, in order for there to even, like, be stuff at all, like, it's basically like the reverse of the, oh, who created God? But with the whole Christian thing, God has just existed forever. I don't know how that works, but it's the only real option. Because if you're an evolutionist, or if you believe this theory, you believe that matter has existed forever. Because, well, this stuff is supposed to have existed from the beginning of time. And then, like, things don't just spontaneously, like, it doesn't make sense. There's so many different problems with this and stuff. Yet it's just accepted by a massive amount of the community because people will, like, just, I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. Like, no, like, if you're a scientist, you're supposed to question your theory. And this theory does not make sense. It does not make any sense at all. Like, how would this even exist? How would this explosion occur? And how, like, matter can't just exist. It has to be created or something. Or it has to have a beginning, right? God doesn't have to have a beginning. Or at least none that we can tell of. And I don't even think there... I don't know. But essentially, according to, like, you know, Christian stuff and all that, time didn't exist. And so there was no such thing as a beginning until God created it. But here, there's, like, a beginning. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, this can't happen without, like, a God presiding over it or something. So you're still in the same boat, even if you believe, oh, well, this just happened. It can't just happen. There has to be, like, a God who created this stuff. So even if there was a Big Bang, which I'm not too keen on believing that, but even if there was, that still doesn't take away the problem. You can't have any... If you don't have a God, you don't have anything. You can't. None of this would exist. None of it. Something. It began somewhere. Someone had to create it. Some being or something. This is just pretty much... This theory, really, at this point, it ought to just be a joke, really. I mean, you're meaning to tell me that serious scientists believe that, oh, the world just came from this tiny atom-sized sphere, and somehow it just blew up for no reason? Like, oh, two particles collided. Oh, but where'd that come from then? Like, it's like, it doesn't fix the problem anyway. And it's not a problem either. It's just people don't want to believe in a God. And so, now they think they're all smart. Oh, like, yes, we have figured it out. Nope, no, you haven't. You're still wrong. So, yeah. Anyone, if there's any Christians watching this, here you go. Evidence for your beliefs. Anyway, yeah. I'm not saying this disproves pretty much anything else. This just proves that there is a God. And that the Big Bang is pretty much hogwash. So, yeah. Yeah, that's all. Subscribe.